Hello and welcome back to another episode of Video Game Easter Eggs, the series where we take a look at some of the latest and not so latest Easter eggs in video games, with the only rule being they cannot have been featured on my channel before. In today's video, we witness a zombie dance-off in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, we find a secret room in Left 4 Dead 2, and we discover even more movie references in Cyberpunk 2077. As always, if you think you know of an Easter egg that I'm yet to cover, then the best places to let me know are in the comment section or on my social media accounts. The links, as always, are in the description. Oh, and if you do go on to enjoy this video, then leaving a like, subscribing for more video game Easter eggs, or turning notifications on is much appreciated. Anyway, without further delay, let's get started. So first up, let's take a look at the brilliant Left 4 Dead 2. After 8 years of no official support, September 2020 saw the release of the Last Stand expansion, and with it a brand new campaign of the same name. The Last Stand campaign is a fan-made map released officially by Valve that was based on the Lighthouse survival map from Left 4 Dead 1. The campaign itself is pretty short, featuring just the two maps, but it's regarded by fans of the series as one of the more difficult Left 4 Dead 2 campaigns. And if you want to know who was responsible for the tougher than usual challenge, there's a cool way to find out. Near the beginning of the campaign, if you blow up a couple of gas canisters near this door, and are then very persistent with a melee weapon, you can find this. So inside of the room you can find the names of the people who worked on the Last Stand update, along with what appears to be a very dedicated developer who seemingly died working on the map. Up next are even more movie referencing Easter eggs from Cyberpunk 2077. First up, at this location, you can find this. So this is actually a reference to Mad Max Fury Road. Along with the dead bodies and the truck, which is a reference to the war rig seen in the film, you can also find a text log between Charlize Fury and Dakota Smith, with Charlize Fury being a reference to the character Furiosa played by Charlize Theron. The log mentions women that were artificially impregnated, just like the women Furiosa was trying to rescue in Mad Max. The next Cyberpunk movie Easter egg can be found at this location. So here we can find a text log that speaks of a man who was kidnapped and held in a cave where he was then forced to build weapons. Knowing that he'd be killed as soon as he had built the weapons, the man decides to build an exoskeleton with flamethrowers and missile launchers as weapons. So if you hadn't already worked this one out, this is a reference to Iron Man 1, where Tony Stark was captured, held in a cave, and forced to develop a weapon before he made a suit of armour and escaped. The final Cyberpunk 2077 Easter egg is one of the many references to the Matrix found in the game. At this location, you can find this.
Oh, fuck.
So here we can find a body of a man, and if we read the text log found on him, we can guess that his name is John Anderson. John was being guided by somebody called Orpheus, but unfortunately the escape didn't go as planned, and well, splat. This is a reference to the first Matrix movie, where Keanu Reeves' character, Thomas Anderson, was being hunted by agents and had to be guided to safety by Morpheus. This eventually led to Anderson climbing out of the building before thinking better of it, which, judging by the discovery in Cyberpunk, may have been the right idea. Oh, and just quickly, whilst we're on the subject of the Matrix, we've already covered one occasion where your character is offered a blue or red pill. Well, a little later on in the game, you are once again given the same choice. Of course, both of these are a reference to this scene from The Matrix. Up next is the video game version of Marmite, Fortnite, and a couple of references to Star Wars. Season 5 of Fortnite is all about the galaxy's greatest hunters, and among those great hunters is the Mandalorian. To help the Mandalorian feel at home in the increasingly wacky world of Fortnite, a cantina was added to the map, and with it, a very familiar song for Star Wars fans to hear. If you head inside the cantina and interact with the instrument found on the floor, this will happen. So unfortunately, I can only play a small part of the song due to copyright reasons, but this is the same song played by the Cantina Band in Star Wars Episode 4 A New Hope. Not all the Star Wars references are light and cheery. A much darker reference to Star Wars can actually be found outside of the cantina. So the Stormtrooper helmets on spikes are a reference to the Mandalorian. Now, we've already covered plenty of Easter eggs and secrets from Black Ops Cold War, but with the release of the new Firebase Z Zombies map, there's even more to find. The first Easter egg from Firebase Z involves a Call of Duty Zombies fundamental, a creepy teddy. If you turn the power on and aim down sights at this bunny, this will happen. So you are transported to a strange area, where if you shoot the 3 floating teddies, you'll be rewarded with a special crate. It's pretty similar to the Dancing Zombies Easter egg found in the first Zombies map, minus the dancing zombies of course. If it's dancing you want though, then this next Easter egg has you covered. If you manage to kill 50 zombies with a monkey bomb whilst near a generator, the next monkey bomb you throw, and every monkey bomb after, will cause zombies to do this.
Robin Monkey Bomb! To the morgue with you. Monkey Bomb out! Sorry, you have to share.
So the music produced by the bomb will change, and the zombies will dance around the monkey before it explodes. At least they died happy. Okay, let's just get this one over with. In my defense, if a game has a cool Easter egg, it's my duty to check it out. And to be fair, the Easter egg in Yandere Simulator is pretty cool. And besides, it will look great in the thumbnail. If you didn't know, Yandere Simulator is a stealth game about stalking a boy and secretly eliminating any girl who has a crush on him. It's sort of like a Hitman game, but not good. Well, after completing Yandere Simulator, you can gain access to the debug menu, which essentially allows you to experiment with cheats. Whilst in the debug menu, if you press F12, this will happen. So this is the giant vampire lady from Resident Evil 8 that has set the heart rates of the internet through the roof. Just wait until they get a load of her boob physics in Yandere Simulator. She's not the only famous character that you can play as either, with both One Punch Man and Snake from MGS5 being available too. Now that we've covered this pretty cool Easter egg, let's just forget this ever happened. So that's it. As mentioned, if any of you know of any Easter eggs that I'm yet to cover, then the best places to let me know are in the comments section or on my social media accounts, the links to which are in the description. A massive thank you to Skull Kid for being my Call of Duty Zombies guide and helping me record the Cold War Zombies Easter eggs. Remember, if you are a fan of Easter eggs, secrets and tiny details in games, then perhaps consider subscribing, as that's what this channel is all about. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll speak to you all soon.